what do you make of the statement by the Honorable Minister, the former Sports Minister, Honorable Mustafa Ahmed, that he's surprised that ministers have come, ministers have gone, but they've not been able to solve or settle the issue between Martha Bissa and then the GA?
Well, it is surprising. Everybody's surprised, not only the ministers. Ghanaians are surprised that this issue has not been resolved. And the longer it goes on, the worse it comes for this country in athletics terms. It is not good at all, what is going on. It has to be resolved one way or another.
If you speak to Martha Bissa, what do you think is going through her mind?
Well, Martha is focused. Number one, education. Education, and she's doing well in education. I think she's doing her second degree now. Then the sports, she's doing well in sports. In America, she's won a lot of medals. She has nothing to prove to anybody, you know, nothing to prove. So she doesn't put pressure on herself that she's got something to prove to anybody but her sports, to try and be the best in whatever she's doing. And that is the only thing I can say about her at the moment.
I remember the minister told me that BBC interviewed him, and two things came out of the interview. That the GA had offered Martha Bissa a scholarship for her to go and study abroad. She refused that. And then the second issue has to do with her career. She said she was not prepared to compete for Ghana. Did Martha really make those statements?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. If you can remember that the President Mahama made a statement in the State of the Union message that Martha would be given a scholarship. But I don't want to go into all the details. But what was being offered by the GAA, I don't really know. But if the GAA was offering a scholarship, we would not have spent all that time getting her a university which was going to give her a scholarship, which happened. She was offered three universities offered her places in the United States, and she took Norfolk State, where she has had a very successful academic and sporting career. That's what I've got to say about this thing. And concerning the other question, what was it?
That she had said that she was not ready, or she was not going to compete for Ghana.
I haven't heard her say that. What she has said was that she would advise herself, as any sensible person would do. When you are in such a situation, you advise yourself that if things don't change, you will take any offer that comes to you. That's what she said. And any sensible athlete would do that. When I was chairman of the GAA, I had athletes who told me they wanted to go and change their nationality or want for something else, another country. It was no open secret. Athletes change their nationality if they want. All options are open. That's basically what she's saying. So they shouldn't twist her words. She's not running for Ghana. She advised that she would like to run for Ghana.
Now, Benunu Mensah is the GOC president. What do you think? Because he has oversight responsibility over these federations. Has he said anything about this Martha Bissa issue, and what do you think should be the way forward?
Well, I wouldn't like to say what Benunu Mensah said or hasn't said, but the GOC, I believe, will take that responsibility. Steps are being taken, I know, that relate to the GOC's involvement in this issue. I believe there's a new GOC executive, united. So they will go forward with this issue. And I think they have the powers under the IOC Olympic thing to do something about it. We saw what happened in South Africa with the Semenya crisis. You know, it was the South African Olympic Committee that literally dissolved the South African Athletic Association because of the mishandling of that issue. If one country can do that, I believe other countries can do it. You know, and there's a serious mismanagement of this Martha Bissa issue. How do you suspend somebody indefinitely? People ask me that question. I said, I have never heard of that in the world. I've never heard of it. The only place where I've heard of an athlete being banned indefinitely because of drugs. You've taken drugs once, you've taken drugs twice, and the third time or whatever, indefinite ban. But I haven't heard of an athlete being banned because of insubordination or whatever, if that is the case. Or because a federation feels an athlete has disrespected them. Athletes disrespect federations all the time. All the time. I had athletes, now chairman, I had athletes who disrespected me. They weren't banned for life because they said this and they said that, which were lies. You know. So I think it's some people have to, is it a gender problem? Is it an ego problem that a small girl at that time, 17 years old, can make an accusation? And somebody's ego is hurt. How dare this small girl say such a thing? And funny enough, she is saying that whatever she said, she's standing by it. And what makes me feel that she's telling 100% truth on this matter is she's prepared to give up her athletic career than to apologize or to withdraw. You know, because she believes so much that what she said was what she said. Despite all the sanctions against her, she's standing by what she said. And somebody who does that, he say, hey, this girl is telling the truth. Because she knows what she has lost, and she's standing by that. So that's food for thought for people, you know.
Now, finally, I know you are involved in the re-election of Benunu Mensah and the current GOC, the new GOC. What do you expect from them as they enter into their next 4-year term?
See, I was involved with a bit too strong of a word. I gave my backing to the Benunu Mensah, and I made it publicly known that he needs a team, united team. And I spoke to some of the federations heads that elections have consequences, and that they must put their might or their vote behind Benunu Mensah to carry on. My argument was it was ridiculous to even have the elections before the Olympics. You have elections after the Olympics because you're going to hold somebody responsible. If they go to the Olympics, it's a disaster. How do you hold person responsible? You have to have the Olympics and then you have your elections. But somehow they chose to have it the other way around. To me, it was like a palace coup d'etat. Let's get rid of Benunu Mensah and get our own people there. And it failed miserably. It failed miserably. So I believe that now Ben has got a united team. And we are seeing the difference. It's a breath of fresh air blowing in the GOC. Let us see the difference. And let it touch the real people who matter, the athletes, the coaches of all disciplines. That is this breath of fresh air blowing in the GOC, that the GOC is for them. It's not for officials. It's for these people. They're the people who matter. You know, not heads of federations or chairmen or whatever. It's the athletes, the coaches, the people on the ground. That's the only way Ghana is going to prosper in sports. Not just going the same way people have an ego trip. And they can do what they want or show where power lies. That is not sports. That's right, and that has turned a lot of people away from sports.
Your dreams can come true at Lakeside Estate with 24-hour security, a police station and a serene environment. Lakeside Estate gives you the house of your dreams as well as absolute peace of mind. Make the move today. Move to Lakeside Estate.